And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are looking live at Tisch Loveless Court inside the Anderson Athletic Center for this evening's MIAA women's basketball matchup featuring the Britons of Albion College and the home team, the Kalamazoo College Hornets. Good evening again. My name is Zach Metz. Next to me is Carson Balker. Carson, Albion comes in as one of the top defensive teams in the MIAA. What do you think Kalamazoo has to do to get in a rhythm and score tonight on them?
I think Kalamazoo is going to have to do a good job of getting in that groove that they tend to find. I think they need to do a good job of getting there early. Obviously, this Albion defense is going to come out ready to go, guns blazing. So I think the only way to combat that is for Kalamazoo to do the same thing offensively.
Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First up for Albion, a junior guard from Battle Creek, Michigan, number 3, Brazil Watkins. A senior guard from Detroit, Michigan, number 10, D.B. Edwards. A senior guard from Saginaw, Michigan, number 14, Lolo Reed. A senior guard forward from Chelsea, Michigan, number 32, Riley Davis. And a senior center from Detroit, Michigan, number 52, Denia Beavers. Albion is coached by Doreen Carden in her 23rd year as the head coach of Albion. Now the starters for Kalamazoo College, coached by their first-year head coach, Ryan Clark. A freshman forward from Portage, Michigan, number 12, Jordan Weesaw. A junior guard from Ann Arbor, Michigan, number 15, Jackie Brines. A freshman guard from Cedar, Michigan, number 21, Ruby Hogan. A senior forward from Otsego, Michigan, number 33, Kaylin Arlington. And a senior guard from East Lansing, Michigan, number 44, Sarah English. For the game, we caught up with Coach Clark, got his thoughts on tonight's matchup, particularly with this tough defense that Albion plays. We'll bring you his thoughts in just a moment, but we thank you all for tuning in to this evening's MIAA women's basketball matchup. Again, my name is Zach Metz. Next to me, Carson Balker. We have Kalamazoo and Albion coming up soon.
Head coach Ryan Clark before tonight's matchup against Albion. Coach, Albion comes in one of the top defensive teams in the conference. What do you guys think you get through offensively, be able to get in a rhythm?
We got to find our pace again. We kind of lost a little bit of our offensive rhythm we had before break, and it's taken us a while to get it back. We have spurts of it, but we got to find some pace. Try to get their post out of the paint a little bit if we can with our guys that can shoot it, and maybe help some of those driving lanes, but. They're tough. They've got a good defense. They switch a lot. They get through a lot of screens. They've got an anchor in the middle, so it's going to be a challenge tonight. But if we play the way we've been practicing, we'll give ourselves a chance.
You mentioned the anchor in the middle. They're also a great rebounding team. What do you guys got to do? Not only just limit them on the offensive boards, but kind of get some offensive rebounds for yourself.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of effort. We're gonna see what we can do with the pace of the game today. See if we can pick it up. Maybe get her up. She only plays over 20 minutes a game a little bit, so if we can maybe pick the pace up and get her in and out a little bit sooner, so maybe we can get some of our own boards when she's out of there and get her off the offensive glass that she's so good at.
You guys have dropped some games here. What do you kind of tell the team, just kind of get some confidence back in them, get back to another win?
I mean, right now it's a lot to do with our mentality. We've had some great practices the last few weeks, and it's just getting that to translate over to a game, getting them to relax a little bit, not put so much pressure on themselves. So we've really been working on our mindset the last few weeks. We're really trying to get our confidence back. But they're working on it. They're giving a lot of effort in practice, so we're going to hopefully that translates over today.
Appreciate the time, Coach. As always, good luck.
Thank you.
Poor sportsmanship is not one of them. The student of fairness, integrity, honesty, and respect. These values are an integral part of a competitive and positive game environment. Kalamazoo College, the MIAA, and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by its student athletes, coaches, and spectators. Profanity, racist, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at student athletes, coaches, officials, or other fans is not permitted and will not be tolerated during today's game. As always, we remind you to be loud, be proud, and be positive. At this time, we invite everyone to stand. Gentlemen, if you would please remove your cap. Join us as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem. Cedar, Michigan, number 21, Ruby Hogan. For the Britons at guard, number 3, Brazil Watkins. For the Hornets at guard, 5'6" junior from Ann Arbor, number 15, Jackie Brown. For Albion at guard, number 14, for the Hornets at guard, 5'8" senior from East Lansing, number 44, Sarah English. For Albion at forward, number 32, Riley Davis. For the Hornets at forward, 6-foot freshman from Portage, number 12, Jordan Wiesel. For the Britons at center, number 52, Dania Beavers. And for your Hornets at forward, 6-foot senior from Otsego, number 33, Kaylin Arlington. Albion is coached by Doreen Clark, assisted by Becca Siska and Megan Williams. Head coach for the Hornets is Ryan Clark, assisted by Jessica Roach, Kelsey Howell, and Tyler Stewart. Special thanks to our officials tonight, Randy Reese, Seth Powell, and Don Slater.
Albion enters this game 12-8 overall, 6-5 in MIAA play. Kalamazoo 3-16 looking for their first MIAA win. They sit at 0-10. They're in white, as they usually are at home. They got the orange stripes on the shoulders, the black stripe down the side, the letters and numbers in orange outlined in black. Albion in purple, striping around the collars and the arms in gold. You get the letters and numbers, rather the numbers in white outlined in gold, the letters in gold outlined in white. Denia Beavers wins the tip. Britons have it first. Lolo Reed, the floor general today. Gives it to their leading scorer, Brazil Watkins. Watkins the pump fake, now Reed. Reed crosses over, driving on Hogan, gets into the lane, spins, flips it up, no good. Tip, fight for the rebound, comes away to Albion. Talked to Coach Clark before the game. Albion, the top rebounding team in the league. Also the top defensive team. Here's a cut and a score for Watkins. Watkins scores just a tick over 12 a game, rather 14 a game actually. Kaylin Arlington's got it. Gives it to Ruby Hogan. She'll fire a three, no good, too strong. Rebound comes to Albion, Riley Davis. Reed bringing it up the floor. They're trying to go inside to Beavers. They get it to her, turns and finishes with the right. Ryan Clark described Denia Beavers as an anchor down there. I think that fits her pretty well.
Oh, I agree 100%. Did you see that move? That was crazy.
Weesaw's got it, gives it to Sarah English. Arlington hands off to Jackie Brines. Brines crosses over. Stops, leaves it. Arlington, she'll try a three, misses everything on it. It's going to bounce out of bounds to Albion.
A very fast-paced offense that we're seeing from Albion here.
They go inside again to Beaver. She'll turn, right hand, scores again. Britton 6, Hornets nothing. Hogan starting the offense, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Weesaw gives it to English. Ryan's trying to create something. She's got 10 to shoot. Clock ticking down. She'll step back, think about it. 3-5 to shoot. Tries to go in Arlington. Loose ball. Clock reset. Ryan's got it back. Fouled Weesaw. A nice find for two.
Threaded the needle there.
Hornets come out with some pressure, and Reed immediately beats it. Gets into the lane and scores immediately. Well, that's one way to beat a press. Hogan's got it. Arlington in the high post. Gives it to Brines, who will step back. A three, bounces back iron, no good. Rebound to Beavers. Beavers, 9 points a game, 7 rebounds. She's tied for 5th in the league in that category. They enter into Riley Davis, and she is fouled.
Hornet foul on Sarah English. Team's first, checking in for the Hornets, number 24, Taylor Dinda.
Taylor Dinda comes in for the first time for Kalamazoo. She takes out Brines. They get it to Watkins, who slices through and scores.
And they really like that glass.
Well, you're that close to the basket. Why not, am I right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's true. No chance to risk it.
Dinda drives, kicks out to Arlington. They move this around the perimeter to Hogan. Hogan out English. She'll get a three in rhythm, just missing. Hogan there for the offensive rebound. Trying to back down Reed. Tried to step through. It's out of bounds to Albion.
A little bit of clutter going on there.
So if you're Kalamazoo, how do you deny the ball in the Beavers? Are you more of like a full front type of person, maybe a three-quarter and double?
I mean,
what do you think?
I think so. I like it. I like what they're doing right now, but I do think that they need to, play as fast, if not faster, than this Albion team, which is, they're moving full cylinders ahead.
DB Edwards into the paint. Float might have been tipped by Arlington. She saves it back to English. Dinda's got it. Ahead to Hogan. Hogan will drive. Hogan spins. Kicks out. Arlington gets an open three. This one comes up short. Kalamazoo's gotten open looks from three. They just haven't hit them. They're 0-5 from beyond the arc. Reed to Watkins. They switch. Now Davis with Weesaw guarding her. And Hogan sticks the leg out, kicks that, keeps it from what might have been a layup for DB Edwards.
As always, kick ball, clean ball.
I know you wish that was legal, but it is not.
Do. I really, really do. I think that it would be such a beneficial part of the game.
Davis gets to the mid-range spot, misses the jumper. There's Hogan for the rebound.
With room to run.
Racing up into a potential 1-on-3. Leaves it for Weesaw. She'll drive, kick out. English in the corner. Is this the first
there
one?
We go.
It is.
Give her that money ball.
10-5 in favor of Albion. Ruby Hogan, the do-it-all freshman for the Hornets, scoring 11.5 a game. 6 rebounds as Edwards misses strong. Beavers up with a strong rebound and scores. Also 3.5 assists for Hogan. Beavers with 6 of the Albion 12. Arlington gets it. Dinda drives, has it stripped away by Reed. Reed's an experienced point guard who can do a lot. She will pull out of the lane, slow down, give it to Beavers. Beavers up with the right, no good. Dinda grabs the rebound. Hogan trying to drive, stops. English open for another three, no good. Hogan another offensive rebound, knocked to the floor and had to avoid turning it over. In the end, she ends up turning it over, and Albion walks it up. Both teams waiting to get subs in. We've played almost 6 minutes, just one stoppage. Watkins drives. Davis pulls up and hits.
That was a good shot. That was a nice shot.
11 points a game for Riley Davis, the senior. Hornets raced up quickly. Dinda tries a three, no good. This is going to be a foul called. I believe this one's staying here. No, they're going to call the foul on Hogan.
Checking in for the Hornets, Jackie Rhines and Brittany Miller. Peyton Baker, Ayla Guilford, and Ella Cook check in for Albion.
Ryan Clark trying to plead his case for his players is a little more one-on-one pressure from the Hornets as Reed gets around Hogan. Gives it up to one of the newcomers, Peyton Baker. Over to another one, Ava Guilford. Reed crossing over. And then a foul called on Arlington.
You know, if the refs continue to affect these Kalamazoo fans this way, we might have a riot on our hands.
I hope not. First one on Arlington, as Emma Cook was the one who drew the foul. Josie Cook comes in for the Hornets. Watkins gets it up, no good. Loose ball to the Hornets. Here comes Bryce the other way. Racing up the floor, gets to the rim and scores coast to coast.
What a lay.
And then Reed dribbles it off of her foot, a turnover. (14-7) still, but a little bit of momentum the way of Kalamazoo. Hogan around the screen, gives to Cook. He'll swing it. Bryans gives it to Dinda. Brittany Miller entered the game for the first time, the sophomore. Bryans, thought about a three, gonna drive, gets to the rim, just too strong. Albion bringing it the other way again. Guilford through the legs, had it knocked away by Bryans. Watkins with Dinda on her. They're trying to go to Cook. Cook gets it, spins back to the left, no good. Here's Josie Cook. Dinda fakes a three, gives it up. Bryans thought about it, tried to skip it to Miller, does it, nearly got turned over. 7 to shoot. This is where Hogan's going to go herself, and a foul called on Reed. First one on Lolo Reed, first one on Albion. This first quarter has flown by. We're under 3 minutes.
Wow.
As Edwards will come back in, taking out Brazil Watkins. Hogan gets it, trying to drive, gives it back to Dinda, steps back.
Ooh.
Hogan shuffled through and scored. How about that move?
Like butter.
Britton's race it up quickly. Guilford skips it. Edwards, tall and long, makes the catch and a foul. Going to go on Miller. Ruby Hogan just got her first 2 of the night. Fourth one of the quarter on Kalamazoo. Next one means Albion will be shooting free throws with 2:26 left as we sit. And we have a travel. Baker traveled, and as Albion brought in another sub, Megan Trewella, freshman out of Houghton, comes in. 14-9, still in favor of Albion. Hogan picked up the dribble, gave it to Bryans. Bryans steps back. Cook, a three, no good. Off left iron. Hornets are 1 of 9 from deep. They've come out shooting and so far haven't been able to hit them.
But I think their bread and butter is that, getting in the lane, as we've seen with Hogan.
Guilford, they try and go to Cook. Quick double. DB Edwards, a three, no good. Dinda holds on to the rebound. That was the first three-point attempt from Albion. Bryant's trying to race in the lane. Steps through, got it up, got it down!
Yeah, that was nasty.
Ryan Clark screaming for a foul. Minute and a half to go. We got a 3-point game. Yeah. Kalamazoo's bench is energetic as maybe I've ever seen them. They get it to Emma Cook, who scores. Back to a 5-point game. Cook gives it to Dinda. Dinda drives, steps through into the lane. Tried to find Bryant, stolen. Edwards will have an easy 2 the other way. as we're under a minute. Kalamazoo got it within 3. Albion has scored the last 4 to get it back to 7. Hogan, crossover into the lane, has it knocked away from behind. Britain's coming the other way, 4-on-2 maybe if they want it. Edwards will slow it down. Give it to Guilford, about a 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bryans will come up to guard Guilford. Waiting for a screen, 7 to shoot. Guilford behind the back. Gives up to Cook. Thought about a 3. Clock running down. This is going to be a travel first.
Rocking with 4.2 on the clock. Less in the first.
You just giving this to Hogan, telling her to get up the court quickly? Or do you try and free up English for a 3?
That's a toughie, actually. I think that just, you give the ball to your ballers. Like, I think that definitely Hogan would be capable of doing something like that. But, 4 seconds, it's a lot, but it's also not. So we'll see what's going on.
Hogan's got it. 2 seconds. 1 second. She's going to try and go all the way. Got it in, but didn't get it off in time. And that will end the first quarter. Albion came out on a big run. The Hornets answered, and the Britons got the last 4 of the quarter. We go to quarter number 2 in Kalamazoo. It is Albion 18, Kalamazoo 11. Hornets basketball to start the second. We got a fresh 10, and we will get this quarter underway with Hogan handling. Reed back in for the Britons, as well as Watkins and Beavers. Dinda comes open, another open 3. That's no good. Going to bounce around and fall into the hands of Edwards. Hornets waiting to try and get Weesaw back in this game. They throw it into Beavers, who catches and scores easily. Albion's extended the lead back out. Arlington across the lane, gives to English. Got it to Arlington in front of the rim and scores.
Oh, yeah. That was smooth. I like that.
Edwards has it. Watkins crosses over, gets into the lane, and she traveled. As Weesaw will come in, taking out Miller. English popped open, got Davis in the air. Driving on Reed, gave to Weesaw on the cut, they score again.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Edwards. Hands off to Watkins. You can see how much help there is for the Hornets as Arlington steps in front of the pass for the steal. Dinda in the corner. Thought about a 3. Now gives to English. She draws a tough assignment trying to score on the much longer Riley Davis. Weesaw trying to drive through the lane. This one's going to stay here. You can see on the defensive end, Kalamazoo's helping off a lot. Three-point shooting, not a particular strength for the Britons. They're great rebounding, great defensively, but 7th in the conference three-point shooting.
Yeah.
And a foul underneath it. This is Reed. It's her second. It is. Second one on Lolo Reed. That's a big loss for Albion. As Guilford will come back in. Hogan goes the other way. Around Beavers, couldn't quite finish them. Weesaw gets called for a foul. First one on Weesaw. No foul trouble to note yet for the Hornets. As Ava Guilford's going to have to play some big minutes for Albion in this first half. Edwards slicing through the lane, took some contact, couldn't score. Fight for the rebound to Kalamazoo. Dinda nearly traveled. English stops. Arlington, a three in the rhythm, came up short, and another foul is going to go on Weesaw. And that'll be the second one on Weesaw in a matter of minutes.
And Hornets are racking up the fouls across the board right now.
Talk about rebounding before the game. Albion with a slight edge, but I think mostly that's because Kalamazoo's missed more shots. Only 2 offensive rebounds for the Britons. A lot of that's effort, don't you think, that Kalamazoo's been getting hands on a lot of these balls?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I think that just the effort is there, and you can tell by the way that everybody moves to the rim and crowds it when a shot goes up. And that's, shown by these numbers.
Guilford trying to find Beavers. English helps a ton, and then Guilford turns it over. Bryant's kept the handle. Ahead to Hogan.
Put something together a little bit.
Bit of a scoring draw for both teams. Arlington to Hogan. 10 to shoot. Hogan got Edwards in the air and then draws a foul. First one on DB Edwards. English goes into Arlington. Beavers knocked it away. English tries to drive, gives it to Hogan, 10 to shoot again. Arlington spinning back, left hand, came up short. Rebound Britons. They throw in again to Beavers. Rhines tried to knock it away, and Beavers scores.
I believe Brian's actually got a hand on that as well.
10 points for Denia Beavers, who has been a beast inside. Brines crossing over on Guilford. Help comes. Brines needs somewhere to go with it. Got it to English. And then English turns it over, carrying it.
Nah, can't do that.
That's Peyton Baker, sophomore from Okemos, comes back in for Albion. Guilford pressure by Hogan. To Davis in the mid-range area. Gave it up to Guilford. Thought about a three. Now hoists a three. No good. Hogan comes down with it, trying to run. Guilford got a hand on it. Somehow flipped it to Watkins. What a play by Guilford. And then Miller got a piece of it to keep it loose. Beavers the other way. And a good job of Kalamazoo by scrambling defensively to get it back into the half court. Watkins drives, fouled Baker,
pass.
She scores.
What a pass.
About halfway through the second quarter, 9-point Albion lead. And a timeout call by Kalamazoo. 5:06, second quarter, it's 24-15. Hornet possession underneath out of the timeout. English will inbound to Hogan. Hogan trying to drive on Guilford, and she follows her. Third team foul of the period on Albion. That would be so critical to get the free throw line a little bit, wouldn't it?
I was going to say, this is a very physical game that we got going on.
English found Miller slipping in front. Well drawn up offense underneath the basket.
That was a beautiful play.
Guilford trying to set up the offense. Gives to Baker. Beavers, Davis slipped open. Missed too strong on the layup. It's going to the Hornets.
I was a little worried there.
Yeah, Davis slipped open and just ball shot out of her hand like a rocket. Seven-point lead. These two teams have played on even terms in the second quarter. Miller moves to Hogan.
That's room right there.
Brines got Hogan on the cut and the finish.
Talk about a pass. That was incredible.
Jackie Brines gets her second assist of the game. Beavers to Watkins. Mid-range, Jay banks it home. Brazil Watkins with 6. Miller gave it to Brines. English steps through the lane, had it blocked in and out. She went to try and save it. They get it into Guilford. Britons get their play call in. Under the direction of Doreen Carden, who is, I think, without a doubt, the best basketball coach in the history of Albion. Davis pulls up, misses everything with that. Out of bounds to the Hornets.
When you got to love this effort going both ways, though. Every single time that ball's going out of bounds, somebody's running after it.
How about this record, though, for Doreen Carden? 353 wins, 125 losses. I believe only 2 losing seasons in her 23 seasons as the head coach of the Albion's women's basketball program.
That's like Hall of Fame worthy right there.
I'm sure one day she will be in the Albion Hall of Fame. Brines 3, no good.
That's unfortunate.
Hogan gets called for the foul. That's her second. 3:01 left. You'd imagine she's staying in for now, right?
Oh, of course. Of course.
Guilford handling behind the back. Beavers trying to create some space. Baker drove and we have a whistle. An official stoppage.
Oh. Somebody needs a Band-Aid.
It's Hogan who will have to come out.
Uh-oh.
think that just accelerates the substitution a little bit as Dinda will come take out Hogan.
Well, then maybe Hogan will stay out for the end of this half.
Beavers trying to step through, miss strong, rebound Brines. Pushing ahead to Dinda. Give it to Arlington.
Ooh.
And then Dinda called for a travel. Ryan Clark begging for a foul call. As Emma Cook and DB Edwards come back in for Albion. Josie Cook's going to come back in for Kalamazoo.
There we go. There we go.
Guilford continuing. Guilford driving on Dinda, had it knocked away, and she double dribbled.
Yeah, I was going to say. Playing patty cake there with the ball.
Getting ready to get underway in Albion. The Kalamazoo College men's team will be in action. Trying to get some revenge after a home loss earlier in the month to the Britons. That was an overtime thriller.
That was a thriller and a half right there.
And Brian's called for the travel.
Wow.
Guilford to Edwards. They move it to Baker. Watkins. Good defense by Brines. Watkins gets a look. Couldn't get it to go. Britons get the offensive rebound with Guilford. Under 2 minutes. Guilford. Another three. That's no good. Cook holds on to that one.
Man, I'll tell you what, Guilford is about as unselfish as it gets, though. That was her, like one of 3 shots, I believe.
It's their second shot attempt and another turnover. They've been an issue for the Hornets today. They got 10 of them in the half. Edwards. And Cook there to knock it away from Cook.
Get that junk out of here.
Watkins drives again, draws the foul, got it in with a little kiss.
That was a tough play. That was a real tough play.
Fouls on Taylor Dinda. That's her first personal. The bucket is good. Brazil Watkins will be at the line, shooting 1.
Watkins lines up for the shot.
Watkins, a 67% free throw shooter.
And it's up.
It's good. Brines brings it up. Guilford nearly took it away off the dribble.
Got to get in that paint.
Cook tried to find English and a turnover.
Put a little too much English on the ball going to English. Clock winding down, under a minute left in the second period.
Dinda continuing to guard Guilford. Watkins driving, spins into the lane, a tough move and a tough finish, didn't go. English in a 10-point game. Guilford reaching for a steal again. Dinda, pump fake, drive, got all the way to the rim and scores.
Wide open. That was more open than the warm-ups that they were doing earlier.
8-point game. Albion will get the final shot of the period. It's been even terms this period for the most part. Guilford drives, kicks out, 4 seconds. Watkins, step back, mid-range, no good. And the Hornets keep it within single digits on a tough defensive team in Albion. We're going to go to the locker room in an 8-point game. We're going to take a look back at the first half numbers. Albion 45% from the field, Kalamazoo at 40%. This is the difference. Kalamazoo is just 1 of 12 from deep. They've tried, but they haven't hit. I think they get a few more of those threes to drop. They could find themselves even closer in this game.
100%, 100%. And, like, this game, I mean, if you think about it and you call back to the game against the Braves last week, 10 points, 15 points, maybe even 20 points is not a difference. And this is an 8-point game. You know, that's a couple of shots, and you got a ball game. So I think that 100% these Hornets need to get their shots down. And if not, then I think they need to really utilize their ability to cut through Albion's defense on the interior level, because they've proven that they can do that the entire game.
Those cuts have been effective. Albion 0 of 3 from deep. Just 1 free throw shot today. It was by Albion, and it was made. 11 Kalamazoo turnovers. That's probably their biggest area of concern, right? 11 turnovers have turned into 9 Albion points.
100%, 100%. Everybody knows, I mean, turnovers are the worst, you know, because that just takes the ball out of your hands and takes your chance to score away, which obviously, you know, that's the entire point of the game. So, you know, I think you limit the turnovers, be a little bit more careful, and, like, you make those passes. You see, you know, Kalamazoo make those incredible passes. I think it just has to be a little more careful about it.
7 turnovers for Albion. How about this? The top rebounding team in the league, currently tied with Kalamazoo, 16 apiece. 3 offensive rebounds to 2 in favor of Albion. And it's, like we talked about before the game, it's been the effort, right?
Yeah, 100%. I think that's absolutely incredible. And I think that number, this might even be like a insanely impressive rebounding game just in general for a lot of these players.
Take a look at the individual numbers. Denia Beavers leading Albion with 10 points. Brazil Watkins adding 9, the rebounding leaders. D.B. Edwards with 4, Beavers with 3, Ava Guilford with 2. Lolo Reed leads Albion with 3 assists. The foul trouble for the Britons, just Lolo Reed with the 2 fouls. Not a lot of fouls were called in that half. On the Hornets side, they are very spread out. Jordan Weesaw, Jackie Bryans, and Ruby Hogan with 4 points apiece. Hogan and Taylor Dinda each with 4 rebounds. Sarah English with 3 assists. Jackie Bryan with 2. The foul trouble for Kalamazoo, Jordan Weesaw with 2, and Hogan with 2. We're going to take a short break for halftime. We'll be back with you for the second half of action coming up. My name is Zach Metz. Next to me is Carson Balker. Your halftime score, Albion 29, Kalamazoo 21. Just about to get the second half underway in what was a close first half between Kalamazoo and Albion. Albion leading at 29-21. At the break, Zach Metz and Carson Balker here. Let's go around the MIAA, take a look at some women's basketball scores. Calvin gets a victory over Alma today, 70-55. Halftime, Adrian leading Olivet 28-27. Hope's got a halftime lead, 41-23 over St. Mary's. Ooh. In men's basketball action, a huge matchup in Angola. Hope leading Trine 14-10. In Albion leading Kalamazoo 12-6. Britton's entering to deny Beavers on the first possession. Can't finish, gets the offensive rebound. Back up, can't finish again. Loose ball fight, and we're going to have a jump ball, which is going to send this back to the Hornets.
What a way to start the game. That was awesome.
In men's action at Olivet, Adrian leading Olivet 15-14 as Ruby Hogan controls. Kaylin Arlington gets it open, three, and knocks it down.
That's a money ball right there, baby.
The Hornets struggled from deep in the first half. They get that one to go. A huge one to bring it within 5. Here's Lolo Reed, who came out early in the second quarter with fouls, gets all the way to the rim and scores.
It was a strong take. That was a smooth take.
In the first half in men's basketball action, Calvin leading Alma 15-5.
Wow.
Yeah, Calvin's had some injuries. I think have led to them dropping a couple of games, but that's still a really good team over there in Grand Rapids.
Yeah, I'm interested to see because their football program should be starting up this coming year.
English misses a 3. Yeah, this coming fall, Calvin football will be on the field.
Oh, let's go.
And do you know where their first MIAA game is going to be?
Is it right here?
It will be right here.
Woohoo! I love to hear that. I love to hear that.
Brazil Watkins drives, gives to Reed. Reed gets into the lane, stops, turns around, misses strong. Gonna get her own rebound though. Back into Beavers. Beavers backing down and scoring.
Yeah. That's that anchor for you. I'll tell you what. You put Beavers in the paint, I like those chances.
She's been feasting tonight. 12 points, 5 rebounds. Arlington got another look for 3. No good. Rebound to the Britons again. And Weesaw steps in front to steal the pass. One-on-one with Watkins, steps through and scores.
A little hezzy action going on.
Jordan Weesaw, who had to sit a lot of the second quarter with fouls as well. Redirecting traffic on the other end. They try to go into Beavers. Hogan came in over to take it away.
Look at that. She's everywhere.
Now the other way, Hogan. Arlington, there for 2, and the foul.
Count up that cheddar.
5-point game with one more coming. First one on Beavers. Arlington will shoot Kalamazoo's first free throw of the day. She comes in scoring 7.5 a game, about 6.5 rebounds. She's a 63% free throw shooter. Hits it. Reed got it into Davis. Turns and puts it in easily with the left hand.
Smooth turnaround. That was a nice play.
Lead back to 6. Arlington to Weesaw. Weesaw got through the lane, had it knocked away, and then it was out of bounds to the Britons.
Yeah, those are the things right there. After Albion goes down and scores, Kalamazoo needs to go down, and they need to make sure that they score, or else, that differentiating and within the scores, it's going to grow.
Watkins to Davis. Down low to Edwards. Got it back out. Davis, a three. Rattles no good. Britain's still yet to hit a three today. They're 0 for 4. Brines tried to go around the much taller Davis. It got rejected. 3-on-3 the other way. Edwards scores in transition. Arlington gives it to Brines. Brines gets into the lane, has it knocked away by Watkins. English trying to find somewhere to go with it. Took too long. 5 seconds, going to turn it over.
Can't do that.
Turnovers have been really what has hurt Kalamazoo today. That was their 12th.
Yeah, those turnovers have really been the kicker, I'd say. And turnovers will really put a pause, and it'll really stop whatever momentum you got going as well.
Reed. Davis again came open on the curl. And Kalamazoo going to take a timeout. They got it within 4, and then Albion turns right around. Extends it back to 10. 5:42 to go in the third. It's 39-29 in favor of Albion. Hornets have it out of the timeout. Ruby Hogan continuing to handle the basketball. Hogan open. Reed closes out. Drive and kick. Taylor Dinda. Now English around the screen. Had some space momentarily. Instead, it's Arlington flinging a three, missing everything. Britain's race ahead. Here's Watkins driving. Got through the lane and drew some contact and a whistle. Second one against Arlington.
Team's first of this period. Watkins at the line, shooting the bag.
Watkins will shoot 2. She's hit 1 tonight. She's 67% on the year.
And the shot's up.
Missed it too strong. As Brittany Miller will come back in. And Watkins is going to get one more before Miller can come back in.
Second shot up. Good.
Splits the pair. Albion's lead up to 11. Where do you find some offense for Kalamazoo?
I think they got to speed it up again, and they got to attack down low. I don't think that shooting is, they got. I like that. I mean, it was a little forced, but I did like that.
Arlington had a look near the rim, couldn't finish. Reed trying to go to Beavers. Dinda right in front, and Beavers scores anyway.
And Beavers is just dominating the paint.
Davis putting some pressure on Hogan. Arlington. Dinda came open, thought about a three. Hogan thought about it. Miller to Dinda. Gets down low. Couldn't finish. They're getting to the rim. They're just not quite finishing.
Forcing like slightly awkward layups, whereas before they,
Edwards barely stayed in bounds and then turned it over. Here comes English. Hogan to Dinda. Shot clock under 10. Arlington in some trouble. Reed took it right away. Lolo Reed going to try and do it all herself. Took a bump and then had it maybe blocked by Hogan. Got it back. Threw it back up. No good. Arlington bring it up herself and turned it right back over. And Albion is going to take a timeout in scramble mode. 3:25 to go. Albion leading at 42-29. We got a score update in Albion of the Kalamazoo men's game. Kalamazoo has taken the lead. They hold a 6-point advantage over the Britons. They lead 22-16. 3:25 to go here. It's 42-29 in favor of Albion.
Thought about it.
Nearly a steal for Ruby Hogan out of the timeout as Guilford back in will control it. Aiden Baker came back in for Albion as well. Here's Davis on English. Steps through the lane. Rattles out. Fight for the rebound between Beavers and English is going to result in a jump ball, and it's going to stay with Albion. Baker got it. Tight pressure. They're trying to go to Beavers. Guilford on the wing. Works under screen. Hornets switch it. Under 10. Beavers got it pretty far away. A tough shot for Watkins. No good. Foul going the other way. I think this is going on Beavers.
I was going to say, dude, that was absolutely lockdown from the Hornets right there of the entire paint. Nobody got in there.
Guilford trying to take it away from Hogan and then draws a travel. Another turnover. Turnovers
Killing them.
really rearing their ugly heads here in this half for the Hornets. Bryans is going to come back in maybe to help with that offense. So as we saw at the next whistle. Watkins backing down, spins, fading, couldn't get it to go, and the Hornets grab a rebound. Ooh. English set a tough screen.
I love a little blindside screen.
As long as you're not moving, it is legal. English has it, gives it to Miller. And an offensive foul is called on Arlington. Guilford Fell over as they try to get it in. Here comes Hogan. Took some contact. She'll go to the line for 2. Guilford slipped and fell as Davis was trying to throw her the inbound pass. Second one on Guilford. Hogan will go to the line for 2. Free throw good. Ruby Hogan is a 74% free throw shooter. That's the best mark on the Hornets. Finally a basket for Kalamazoo. They've struggled to score in the second half. And she goes 2 for 2. There we go. Back to the full court pressure. $11-point game. Baker had it swiped away by Weesaw. Guilford got it back. Watkins, an open 3. That one drops.
Cash, straight cash.
First 3 of the night for Albion, and it comes from Brazil Watkins, the Battle Creek native. Hogan on the wing. Over to Weesaw. And she traveled.
I don't know. I don't think I saw her feet move. I mean, I'm not the ref, but.
Emma Cook back in for Albion. Josie Cook back in for Kalamazoo.
Cook's going at it. You know, what are the chances that they have the same last name and they're playing each other and they're the same exact position? Now, that's got to be something.
Yeah, I don't know how you would generate that statistical probability, but sure.
Give me like 2 days. I got you.
All right, I'll let you know. Offensive foul the other way. I believe going on Cook it is. Hogan dribbles into a double team and turns it over. Davis the other way. They beat the Hornets down the floor. They trap and score. Riley Davis is such a utility knife for Albion with all what she can do with how lengthy she is. Brines dribbles into a double team, and Kalamazoo's going to take a timeout.
And they're just all over.
As the Britons defensively locking down, and they continue to extend the lead. 1 minute to go here in this one. It is 47-31.
Back.
Hornets will inbound underneath the basket. Hogan got into potential 3. She passed it up. Gave it back to Weesaw. Baker nearly stole it, and then an offensive foul called on Weesaw.
I mean, there's nothing's going the Hornets' way right now.
Offensively in this quarter, they have been held to 10 points. It's been tough all night. 50 seconds left. Albion's going to get it back.
Entering the game for Albion, number 5, Megan Treywell.
Megan Treywella comes in. The freshman out of Houghton. Guilford trying to get it to Baker, and a foul on we saw is going to put Guilford at the line as Albion enters the bonus.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
4th on we saw. As Miller will come back in. It's actually the 4th team foul. Cook got it underneath the basket, couldn't score. Baker there, the offensive rebound and the foul.
Man. Just foul after foul after foul.
2nd one on Miller. So Peyton Baker, the 80% free throw shooter, will go to the line. And that rattles around and drops. .36 seconds left, so exactly a 6.8 difference between the shot and game clock.
Sinks both.
And Albion, with a strong 3rd quarter, has taken an 18-point lead. Miller, they're trying to speed the Hornets up here. Dumped down to Cook, and Emma Cook picks up the whistle. So Josie Cook, who is a 64% free throw shooter, will get 2. Cook hits the free throw. Her first points tonight, so now every Hornet who has checked into this game has scored.
That's something.
Shot clock will be off for this Albion possession. Rattles out Dinda, the offensive rebound. Cook gonna get an open 3. It came up short. Brines, the offensive rebound. Miller out to Brines, who's gonna drive. Floats, couldn't get it. Another offensive rebound. Time ticking, there's 10 seconds. Dinda to Miller. A wide open 3 comes up short again, and then Hogan gets whistled for the foul. They got looks, it just couldn't convert them.
Yeah. Hey, what a series, though. Maybe this is the turnaround.
3rd one on Hogan, and it is bonus time for Albion.
Uh-oh.
So it's going to be Guilford.
You know, I thought the bonus was such an interesting concept.
Why is that?
I don't know. It was just such a creative idea.
Guilford hits, 5 and 9 before that one. One more for the sophomore from Portland. She hits it. 6 seconds. Dinda to Hogan. Got to work quickly. 2 seconds. Fires one at the rim. No good. Strong glass. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, Albion takes control. They outscore Kalamazoo by 11 in that period. We go to the 4th. It's Albion 51, Kalamazoo 32. Got a halftime score update over in Albion. Kalamazoo on the road leading the Albion Britons by a score of 30-29, a close one, which I think we all expected after the last time those two teams played. 51-32 Albion leading here. Hornets will have it to start the 4th. Hogan controlling, they enter into Arlington. Dinda around the screen. D.B. Edwards back in for the Britons. Brines drives, Gets to the rim, couldn't finish. Watkins chasing the other way, steps through the lane, couldn't finish. Reed there for the offensive rebound. She couldn't finish. Beavers' turn, no good. Miller gets it. Dinda couldn't quite hold on to the pass, and then a jump ball will send this to Albion. Another turnover. That's number 20 on the day for the Hornets. Their season averages tick over 23. As Weesaw is going to come back in with the 4 fouls. Women's basketball around the league. Mentioned earlier, Calvin beating Alma 70-55. Fourth quarter, Hope leading St. Mary's 63-36 as Reed coast to coast scores.
That was like a Russell Westbrook lay. That was nice.
Hogan controlling. In the fourth quarter, and Adrian, Olivet leading Adrian 48-35. Dinda, 10 to shoot. Dinda driving, left-handed hook shot, got it with a foul. This might be an extra possession for Kalamazoo.
That was an amazing shot.
That looks like a Xavier Simpson lefty hook.
Yeah. And normally Xavier Simpson is the only person who can hit Xavier Simpson lefty hooks.
Maybe Kareem.
Okay, well, other than Kareem. Kareem's like that guy.
They're discussing if this basket is going to count.
It has to count.
I thought it would.
There's no way it doesn't count.
The whistle was blown after the ball was already in the air. Still discussing as they send both teams back to their benches.
You know, I briefly touched on a riot earlier, and, you know, there is a possibility. Oh, shucks.
I believe they are going to count the basket.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I believe Beavers got called for the foul. No, it's Davis. Arlington and English back in.
Yeah.
And then Bryan shuffled their feet. It's travel. Men's basketball action around the MIAA. Trine leading, or rather Hope leading Trine at the break, 31-29. That's shaping up to be a great finish. Reed has it poked away by Hogan, gets it back. Bring other scores in a moment. Here's Edwards. Beavers moves it to Watkins. Watkins, one dribble, into the lane again. Tough shot, no. Hornets have played tough defensively. It has not been easy for the most part for Albion. Bryant's got it to Miller late, and then a foul called on Watkins. In Alma in the first half. Calvin in a close game nearing the break. They lead 35-31 over Alma. That's in men's action. Up ahead in front of everyone is Watkins, who scores with the dish from Reed. Another halftime score in men's basketball. Adrian leading Olivet 31-25. English thought about a three. And Edwards the steal, and a foul is going to go on English. As Albion has taken control in the second half with the defensive intensity they've really had all night.
Yeah, and that's what you talked about in the very beginning, was how Kalamazoo was going to beat this Albion, you know, defense with that intensity that they always bring, and I think that kind of showed that that was the biggest struggle.
As we take a look at the MIAA standings, as Reed brings it up, it feels like Hope is all but essentially sealed to pick up another MIAA regular season championship. Flying Dutch are 11-0, 19-1 in league play as they skip past to Davis, who will try a three, misses it off by the left. Beavers got it back, was fouled before the shot, no basket. Calvin and Trine tied for second at 8-3 in league play. Albion and Alma sitting at 4th and 5th, 6 and 5. Olivet at 4 and 7, Adrian at 3 and 7. St. Mary's at 2 and 8, Kalamazoo at 0 and 10. It's going to be an uphill battle if the Hornets want to try and scratch their way into the MIAA tournament. And it does not mean you have a favorable schedule as Beavers gets caught for the foul. Cook picks up her first. Beavers misses the first one. Denia Beavers, a 50% free throw shooter, having a day today. 14 points and 8 rebounds. Just a couple boards away from a double-double. No longer the leading scorer. Brazil Watkins took that over. One more for Beavers is no good. And then a foul the other way. Going on, Davis.
Riley Davis picks up her second personal foul. Third for Albion in the period.
Albion's third of the period. First one, or the second one on Davis. Dinda kicks out Miller. An open three is good.
Money ball, money ball, money ball.
Just the third three of the night for the Hornets. 3-17, not a good shooting night for them. Davis drives, has it blocked by Cook. Loose ball going to Albion. Watkins to inbound to Reed. Reed to Edwards. Brazil Watkins driving, backing down. Drew contact again.
Man.
And another foul.
I think every single time somebody goes to the rim, it ends in a foul.
Fourth one on Hogan. 4 Hornets with 4 fouls. Arlington, we saw on Hogan.
That's that Kalamazoo faux.
Under 7 minutes to go. Free throw good. For Watkins, who's got 16 points tonight. Over her season average of 14. Second one no good. Hogan another rebound. He's got 5 tonight. Miller trying to go to a cutting. Bryant's contact, no call. Edwards the other way, slips through and scores. 21-point Albion lead. Dinda stops. Brines. Cook gets an open 3. That's no good. Davis the rebound. Davis was looking like she was going to slip open. Cook got a hand on it. Bryant trying to outrun everyone down the floor. Kept the handle on it. Bryant's now left open for 3. That's too strong.
That one's smooth.
Fight for the rebounds going to the Britons. As Guilford will come back in, Edwards will come out. Reed got it in. Escapes the pressure. Now here's Davis. And she traveled. 15 turnovers today for Albion. That is now above their season average of 14.
How many on the Hornet side of the ball?
That would be 24, which have led to 21 Albion points. That, you can directly say right there the difference in this game.
100%. That's exact.
And obviously there are other reasons involved, but
of course.
Hornets are a team that has struggled with turnovers. As that's a good pass by Dinda. Brines drives, got into the lane and scores.
Nice. What a lay.
6 points for Jackie Brines. They push ahead. Watkins with space. Couldn't finish. Beavers another rebound and she's fouled.
Josie Cook with her second personal foul.
Second one on Cook.
Returning for Kalamazoo, Sarah English, Kaylin Arlington. Tonight, Beavers will get a couple of shots.
Beavers will have 2 more. First free throw, no good. Her scoring has grinded to a bit of a standstill. Only 2 points in the half. She's been on the line 3 times, missed each time. That one comes up short. Davis going to outwork everyone for a rebound. Guilford an open 3. That's no good. Miller will go chase down the rebound. Hornets catch a bit of a break. Hogan stops, gives out the Brine. She'll drive, and it's blocked away by Davis. Hogan, Reed comes to help out. Miller got it back, slicing through, tried to get rid of it. Reed flipped it up somehow, and Watkins is going to come away with it and score. Somehow, that ball ended up on the other end of the court in the hands of Brazil Watkins, who's now got 18 points. Arlington. Another mid-range jumper. That's good.
Ooh, that was smooth.
Double digits for Arlington. She's got 10 points to go with 5 rebounds. Scored about 7.5 a game. They try to go to Beavers.
Oh.
And a travel first.
Okay. 4 minutes is a lot of time.
4 minutes is a lot of time, and not to take away anything from what can happen. 19 points is a lot, but as you said, 4 minutes is a lot of time. English gets an open 3. This would help. It doesn't go. Hogan got the offensive rebound. Arlington gets a 3 of her own. No good. Reed drives. No good. Beavers the rebound. Couldn't get it. Another offensive rebound. Guilford, a wide open 3. This one doesn't go. Another offensive rebound to Watkins, who scores. And now Albion starting to take over the rebounding category. And they will take a timeout. 3:28 to go in this one. They have a 21-point lead. 62-41 over Kalamazoo. Final 3:28 to go. Albion very close to closing out another victory in league play. Get to 6-5 overall in the league, maybe 13-8. Ryan's on the wing. Gives to Arlington. Hogan with 10 to shoot. Crosses over, stops, got it out to Arlington. That ball might have been tipped by Beavers. Guilford trying to go to Beavers. They throw it into her, kicks it out. Guilford pump fakes, drives. Davis to Guilford, 10 to shoot again. Reed, quick move, draws the contact and the foul.
Fouls on Jackie Bryant, her first. At the line is Lolo Reed. 2 shots.
Lolo Reed will shoot two, a 53% three-point shooter.
Checking in for Albion, Megan Treywell.
Megan Treywell will come in. Watkins will come out, likely for the final time today with 2:38 left. And a comfortable lead. Next up for Albion, they will travel to Olivet on Saturday. As Reed hits the free throw. Following that, they'll get 3 home games to end the regular season against Calvin, Adrian, and St. Mary's before hitting MIAA tournament play. With the way this team guards, they're going to be a threat to those top teams, right?
Oh, 100%, 100%. This team, this is a fantastic team right here.
Guilford to Reed. Reed crossing over, gets to the rim, and draws a foul.
Yeah, you could just see from the beginning the way that Albion came out so fast. It's such a valuable trait to have in a team because other teams might take a second to warm up, but if you come out and you're gunslinging, then you already have the upper hand.
Checking in for Albion.
Got interfered by the buzzer there.
Entering the game are a couple of 24. Anya
Couple of subs.
Taylor Hidden for the Hornets.
Interesting.
Anya Kelly comes in, a junior out of Lake Odessa, Michigan, as Reed misses the free throw. And Dinda back in for the Hornets. Second free throw is good. Lead extends. English
Got to get to that three-point line.
trying to go to Weesaw. Treywella knocks it away for a steal. Kelly kicks it out. Guilford a three, no good. She's going to get her own offensive rebound. Has it blocked away by Weesaw. Kelly to Reed, stolen away by Weesaw, who's going to keep it in, go all the way to the rim and score.
Almost dribbled the ball off of the ref there. She was moving a little bit faster than he was.
That was close. And Albion's going to take a rolling timeout to get some subs in. Emma Cook back in, as well as Baker, and the Hornets will make a full line change. In for them, Ella Boye, Kendall Kirschman, Dacia Lopez, and Hannah Wickoff, as well as Josie Cook back in.
23, Ella Boye and Josie Cook.
Minute and a half to go. Baker dumps it down to Cook, right hand, scores. And another timeout as Albion will make another substitution. Catherine Vanderweg, freshman out of Portage in, as well as Avery Roundtree, junior out of Ionia. And Asia Yokley, freshman from Detroit. Kirschman's got it on the wing. To Cook. Hands it to Lopez. Lopez floats, draws the foul.
.2 seconds under 1 minute.
Dacier Lopez is 0 for 4 from the free throw line this year. A little off on that one. Coming up for the Hornets, a few more home games, a few more games in general. Saturday they will be at home taking on St. Mary's as Lopez hits the free throw. St. Mary's at home on Saturday. The next Wednesday, the Flying Dutch come in to Anderson. They will have 2 road games at Calvin and Shrine. Then they will end the year, or rather at Calvin and Alma. They will end the year at home against Shrine on Senior Day on February 17th. Witkoff chasing the offensive rebound, and then a foul the other way. I believe Ella Boyer picks it up. The second half is underway in Albion in the men's game. Kalamazoo just took a 40-38 lead. It's like we talked about, close as we expected. As another Kalamazoo sub, Autumn Hummel will come in, freshman out of Kalamazoo.
And the men's away at Albion rocking the all oranges. I have yet to see those. Those look nice.
They don't wear them at home a lot, usually early in the year for a couple of games. As this free throw drops for Asia Yokley. Yokley's first points of the season. 2 for 2 from the stripe as the Albion lead extends. Kirschman's got on the wing as the clock ticks under 30. Kirschman tries a 3, too strong. And Lopez picks it up.
21.1 left on the clock.
2 more free throws coming for Albion. So Anya Kelly will shoot 2. Kelly is 3 for 4 at the free throw line this year. That rattles out. Ooh. Likely the final possession of this game. Seven to go. Lopez drive, shot blocked. Out of bounds the Hornets with 3.5 left.
All right, right here, get a shot up. I love this part of the game. This is my favorite part.
When the subs get in.
Well, I mean that too, but like the last second, just get a shot up, you know.
Witkoff will float, no good. Clock will run out. Albion will secure a 69-44 victory over Kalamazoo. As we take a look at the numbers, Albion ends up 40% from the field to Kalamazoo's 34. Kalamazoo was 3 of 22 from deep. They just couldn't get the shots from long range to fall. Had a lot of open ones, couldn't get them to drop. Albion was just 1 of 10, however. It wasn't like they had an advantage in that category. They did have an advantage at the free throw line, 12 of 21 to Kalamazoo's 5 of 7. Another key difference, 26 Hornet turnovers led to 23 Albion points. 17 Albion turnovers led to 12 Hornet points. And eventually, the Hornets did flex their, or rather the Britons did flex their muscles in the rebounding category. They out-rebounded Kalamazoo 49-33. A lot of that coming in the fourth quarter and put away time. As we look at the individual numbers, Brazil Watkins, particularly behind a strong second half, 20 points. Denia Beavers adding 14. Lolo Reed, Riley Davis, 8 apiece. Beavers ends up with a double-double, 14 points, 10 rebounds. D.B. Edwards adding 7. Reed and Davis each with 5. And Reed had nearly a double-double with assists, as she ended up with 9 assists. Ava Guilford adding 3. On the Hornets side, Kaylin Arlington leads them with 10. Jordan Weesaw adding 8. Jackie Brines and Ruby Hogan each with 6. Taylor Dinda leading Kalamazoo with 7 rebounds. Hogan with 6 and Arlington with 5. Sarah English leading Kalamazoo with 3 assists. Hogan and Brines each with 2. Well, Carson, you got a quick turnaround. Saturday is the next game for the Hornets. What do you tell your team to get this one out of your mind and get ready for Saturday?
Well, obviously you have to look at the good things that they did, which they did do a lot of good things. As you saw, that Kalamazoo offense was rolling for a little bit, as well as that defense. They were aggressive, they were fast. The effort was, they were not outmatched in those specific moments, and I think that you have to look at those and you have to use those to your benefit to know the standard, to apply it to the next game, and then look at the things that maybe you didn't do so good, like the turnovers. That was arguably one of the bigger parts of this game, and I think that if you limit those and you heighten those moments of spark that they had, then they are going to win basketball games. This is a good team that we have here. So, yeah.
And with that, we will wrap up this broadcast. Remind you, our next broadcast will be on Saturday. We'll have a doubleheader. And the Kalamazoo women will be here at 1 o'clock taking on St. Mary's. And then we have the Kalamazoo men's team in action in the big rivalry matchup against Hope College at 3 p.m. But for now, signing off from Tisch Level Court inside the Anderson Athletic Center. My name is Zach Metz. Next to me is Carson Balker. Thank you, everybody, and have a great night. Careful. It's all right. There's nobody listening now. Awesome. That was fun. That was really fun. Yeah, we played hard. Just kind of got tired. Who are we playing on Saturday again? Women? Yeah. St. Mary's. Oh, okay. Winnable game. Should have beaten them last time we played them.